We have one of the best car guys working right now in games, Mike Olson. He's done countless games before on cars.
We chose 60 car bodies because we actually wanted to set that bar really high. I have never seen a kart racer with 60 car bodies. Plus the amount of customization we have, it's kind of unheralded in definitely the kart racing genre, and I think we stand alone even in the racing genre.
In the previous games we've all worked on, a lot of times we were held back by the car manufacturer saying you can only modify cars in this way, and that kind of restricted users from being able to play with the designs. And so we looked at other cars and then we said, okay, let's stylize it for our game. What does this type of car look like in the vinyl universe?
We want to represent for the tuner culture. We want to represent for the muscle car guys, people that love exotic supercars, right up to ridiculous stuff like race a lawnmower, race a biplane, race a piece of cardboard. We went pretty crazy. Every car in our game is based off this chassis right here. You can see all of these little markers. These are all points that the customization system use. This marker right here, this is where the right front suspension gets attached. Right here, this marker is the steering wheel. You see how the body fits over top of that chassis. A lot of tuner guys out there know that term bolt-on. That's essentially what this is. It's a bolt-on customization system.
We also decided to do parts that were much more fun and allowed the user to do something that's a little different.
We have hundreds of parts. You see all these little dots? Each one of those is one of our wheels, so we can actually move in and zoom in. You can see the variety here, where this is kind of a big rig wheel. Right next to it, we have something that resembles a piece of wood. Right next to it, this is a piece of cheese. Here's a cardboard wheel. Here's a 1950s style spinner wheel.
If you give enough parts, but they all work together, when you look at them as a style, then it all still comes together, but people have their own touch on that.
When it comes to engines, everything powers our cars. We have crystal power. We even have a hamster wheel in there.
There's so many different engines to choose from. It's definitely a challenge, but a fun challenge. Making something that isn't going to annoy the heck out of you when you're hearing it 24/7 racing it.
Probably the eureka moment for me was when we did, some of the car customization stuff, like material properties and, color controls. You can place down a decal and then you can say it's metallic or you can say it's vinyl.
By putting a sticker on the car, you can actually take that sticker and make it indent or even emboss itself. So even though it's a 2D element, you give it 3D properties. And we have a very cool layer system where you can go through and you can change the opacity, the specularity, and the reflectivity, how the light hits it. There's a lot of gems inside there. If you take a sticker and you make it transparent, but you increase the height mapping of it, you get a completely different effect than if that sticker was visible. So you can give your car very cool bumpy effects or chrome effects without actually seeing the sticker itself. It's very cool. We're giving the player the tools to create whatever they want, and we can only imagine a small portion of what the player is actually going to be able to do. So once these tools get in the player's hands, I cannot wait to see what people are able to do.
PlayStation